This is Minding Your Business with the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce. I'm Chris Spiker of Antelope Valley Florist.
I'm Aaron Goldstein from Goldstein Digital. Our first guest today is Kelsey Kiefer from the Cedar Performing Arts and Playhouse.
Hi, Kelsey.
Hi, how are you?
Just wonderful. Yourself?
I'm good, thank you.
We went to a ribbon cutting grand opening.
Yes, it was very exciting. The kids really enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, they put quite a performance on.
Oh, thank you. Some of the numbers they've been practicing for months, and some of them they just started last week during our summer camp.
So we call that area the Lancaster Marketplace?
Yes.
And you're right next to my favorite store in the whole world, the water store.
Oh, the water store, okay.
I'm over there every couple of weeks getting the best water in the world.
I thought you were going to say Harbor Freight.
Speaking of the goodie bag that you gave at the grand opening, there was even a gift certificate from Gino's
Yes.
Italian Restaurante.
I love them.
How did you get that?
We're close friends with the owners, and their son is actually involved in theater as well. So we've known him for many years, Anthony Peterson, and he also used to teach at the Cedar Performing Arts with us many years ago, but now he's moved on down to Hollywood and does other things with adults now.
What a big family
Yes.
the Gino's group has.
Yes, they do, and they're all great people.
The name Cedar
Performing
Arts. Is that confusing with Cedar Street?
Oh, all the time. We always get confused with them, but we both started at the Cedar Theater on Cedar Street on the boulevard.
Yeah.
And they were just about 15 years ahead of us, and so when we moved in, we started more of an academy to teach kids how to act and not just a community theater group.
That was our whole interview right there. The neat thing is that people are going to find you and probably ask that question, but what is it that you do at the academy?
We teach kids how to act, sing, and dance. We do all kinds of things. We move from on stage to on camera. We also teach backstage and behind the scenes for kids that want to learn the more technical aspect of learning how to film, do sound, lighting, and all kinds of stuff. We even do directing for the kids. Every 3 years we do a student-directed one act, and the kids actually get to cast the shows, pick out the costumes, design the lights and the sound for the kids, and then it's a completely student-run production.
Did you say every 3 years?
Every 3 years we do the one act.
How long have you been doing this?
We have been in business since 2009.
Wow.
Yes.
And how long have you been in this location?
This location we've only been in for a year. We've been at the boulevard, at the Cedar Theater on the boulevard all the other years.
So now you have a permanent location.
Yes, it's so nice to have our own place.
Yeah, you don't have to move stuff all the time, move stuff in and out.
Yeah, we were sharing, it was a city-run building, the Cedar Street Theater is, so we'd have to share it for city events and meetings that they would have and other art productions that would come in. But now we can be permanent, we can set up our own lights that are permanent and our own sound system and all that kind of stuff.
Put all the holes in the wall you need to.
Yes. Paint the walls whatever color we want.
Tape on the walls.
So now we finally have our own black box because we're able to paint all of the walls and everything black and make it a more professional theater.
Wow.
Instead of just an auditorium.
So what makes you different from the other community theater groups?
What makes us different is that we accept everybody that signs up. We don't audition the kids and say yes or no. Everyone gets to come in and be a part of the productions we put on. We actually teach the kids how to audition, how to perform, how to sing, act, dance, everything from the ground up. So once the kids sign up in the class, we will have an auditioning workshop. They'll audition for us for a part in the play. Everybody makes the show. And then after that, we will practice for a 6-month run, and then we'll perform with the kids.
Everybody makes it in the show?
Yes, everybody does.
So like Aaron and I, would we just be like carrying rocks or buckets or something?
You could. We can make you a tree.
That's funny. How many kids are involved?
On average, each production has about 35 kids. And it can fluctuate just depending on what show we're doing, or if it's a more popular show, like Sleeping Beauty or Snow White, opposed to Shakespeare. Our last Shakespeare show, we only had about 12 kids. But that was our advanced acting class, with teens only. But we usually go all the way down to age 4 years old.
That was the next question. Ages and skills.
We do ages 4 to 17, so we have kids all the way from kindergarten, pre-K, up to high school level. And then we take all skill levels. We have some kids that have never stepped on stage before in their lives, and then we have some kids that are seasoned thespians that come back every year and have been performing with us since 2009.
Now, the students that come in and are interested in working in film, what are their expectations?
Well, if they
think
want,
they're going to be in a a rock video or what?
Well, we have made music videos, and we just actually did a music video with a charity benefit group that's trying to raise money for local art programs. And so we made the video to help promote their cause. If you want to do the on-camera acting, we learn how to use the camera, how to light for camera. We also have a green screen in our back room that the kids can do a green screen movies. Last year at summer camp we made a movie about a troll, and the kids got to use the green screen to go into the troll world and things like that. And then they also learn how to direct for film and all of the technical aspects of the lingo that goes along with it.
Hey, how did you get involved in all of this?
I have always been involved with theater since I was 10 years old. I've been a big community theater fan. And then when I was 19, I just auditioned for a job at Cedar Performing Arts. And throughout the years, I moved up from an intern to theater director to camp director, and then now I'm co-owner.
And camp is going on right now.
Yes, we are in the middle of a 3-week camp.
So you ran over here.
Yes, I left the kids painting. Hopefully the walls aren't painted when I get back.
And tell me where, and you're open all the time? You have regular hours there?
Yeah, during the school year, we're open from 4 to 7 on the weekdays, Monday through Friday. For summer camp, we're open from 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Tell me where your location is again.
We are in the Lancaster Marketplace. Our actual address is 2330 Mall Loop Road, Suite 108. We're 2 doors down from Harbor Freight.
Harbor Freight, yeah, and the water company.
And the water company.
And what was the decision for joining the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce?
We saw all the benefits that came along with it, being able to do the parades, the ribbon cutting, all those kinds of things, and we wanted to be able to get our business name out more to the other local business owners. Because we like to work with other businesses, we like to be able to perform at other ground openings, have our kids show off their talents and stuff, and really bring the community closer together. We want to do that with our community theater community too. We want the other theaters to utilize us if they need a smaller space to perform in instead of the LPAC, or if they need more actors, they can come to us and find children actors to be in their shows.
Yeah, there's a presentation of Oliver the next weekend, I think.
Oh, wow.
And it's out at the East Side High School.
Oh, okay.
They have an amazing
They
$1
do.
million facility out there
It's beautiful.
that I think must sit every once in a while with nobody in there.
Yes.
And so a community group is using the East Side High School. I think that's pretty clever.
That is, it's a great opportunity to be able to do something with a real lights and soundboard and be able to show everybody what a professional setting looks like.
Okay, I have a crazy question.
Okay.
Because I have a flower shop.
All right.
Now, how could we do something together?
We have actually been looking for a flower shop. We've asked a couple of them, but we would do at the performances, have you bring some flowers or roses, and the parents can purchase flowers to give to their actors after the performance and congratulate them, and all their fans be able to show them their appreciation with flowers and stuff. They do it at the LPAC. They'll have them out in the lobby, and we could do the same thing, have some flowers out in the lobby for sale for our parents to give to the kids. It really makes them feel special.
Yeah. So they get to hand flowers up to somebody on stage.
Yes.
Get a picture taken.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. How about flower petals? Can we throw flower petals all over the place?
Yes, and Snow White during the wedding scene we threw flower petals.
Ooh, real petals.
Yes.
You probably have to practice to make sure that
yes.
they're not too slippery.
No, yeah, we practice with paper first, and then we move to the real thing for the performances.
I like it. It's real practice.
Yes.
Practice makes perfect. What are the questions I'm forgetting to ask you? What else do we do over there?
We do our summer camp, which is our biggest thing every year. We do classes year-round in dancing, singing, and acting. And then we also do workshops throughout the year, which the kids do in a 6-month run. They put on a full-length production with the kids. And they get to do plays like Sleeping Beauty, Snow White. We've done Shakespeare, and we're planning on doing another Shakespeare soon with all ages, not just our advanced acting. And then we would also like to do some more musical theater. The kids love the musical theater. They like to get up there and dance and sing and shake their groove thing.
That was a great presentation at the grand opening.
Oh, thank you. The kids work really hard, and I'm really proud of them. They do a lot in a very short amount of time.
You mentioned Shakespeare. What's the attraction to Shakespeare?
For me, I think it's a lot of fun, and it gets the kids to learn something new that they weren't very experienced in. And Shakespeare is actually quite funny once you learn the language. And a lot of the kids ask me, I can't believe people used to talk like this. And you have to explain to them that this is a poem. It's not how people actually talked in that time period. And so then it allows the kids to be funnier and explore their acting more, because you really have to use your physical acting when you do Shakespeare. It's not just using your voice when you do Shakespeare, because you have to get the audience to understand what's happening through your physical being.
They're learning so much.
Yes.
So you're saying, trust me, it's funny.
Yes. I do a lot of times. I'm like, just go with it. You guys, the parents will laugh. And it's a lot of fun when they practice in rehearsal and they don't get the jokes, and then we do the performance and the parents are like busting up and they just think it's so hilarious, and then the kids really get into it. It puts a smile on their face and they're like, oh, it really is funny. I get it now. It's cute.
We have just a minute left. Give me a couple of success stories.
We actually had a student at our very first summer camp, and her dad is also a local DJ. And she came to the camp, and she was about 14 years old, and at the performance, her dad started crying, just bawling tears. And we were like, what's the matter? And he's like, she was such a brat when she came to camp, and now she comes home every day, and she's so wonderful to be around. And her whole attitude has changed just from coming to our summer camp. It's not just the performance aspect. We like to work on the whole kid, on being respectful and having fun, and really enjoying themselves and learning how to work well with others.
You don't feel like a babysitter.
No, not at all. Definitely not.
Teaching a craft.
Yes.
Whether they're 7 years old or 17.
Exactly, yes. Theater encompasses the whole person, not just performing, but how your personality is on and off the stage.
You're having fun?
Always. I wouldn't do it if I wasn't.
Yeah, it's amazing. A business that's run by people that have a passion. It just makes a big difference.
Yes, they always say do what you love and you don't have to work, and that's totally how I feel.
Never work another day in your life.
Never.
So what's contact information again?
You could reach us at cedarperformingarts.com or at Cedar Performing Arts on Instagram, also 661-917-9135.
Or call the chamber office and ask Anna Zarley.
Of course.
Kelsey Kiefer, we appreciate you being on. Thank you for being a member of the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you for having us.
You bet.